What's up, tattlers? For a new video comes a new outfit or costume or clothing, whatever you want to call how you wear pieces of cloth. So, yes, I did make this myself. You're welcome for it. Because I do that. Because the only real job I have is in a costume shop and filming videos in my room with bad lighting. So, there you go! So for today, since we're talking about clothing, why don't we talk about princes through the ages? Come back to me. Don't let your eyes glaze over. Since we're going to talk about the evolution of princes' costumes, princes' outfits, Princewear, why don't we start at the beginning?
In the beginning.
Okay, at the beginning you have Snow White's prince. I mean, I guess they were just non-verbal back then because, I mean, they rarely speak. This poor prince only has like so many lines in the whole movie, and this damsel in distress, I mean, she gets herself into so much trouble, yet all he can do is stare at her from over a wall. Alright, so let's look at his main colors. You got red, you got white, and you got blue. I mean, this prince is so patriotic, and I think that was their whole scheme behind it, is let's make a prince that is patriotic, and it'll be our first prince ever, and
we love America.
America, 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 America. And that's it. That's how you got this prince. Now, let's take a look at what he has on his head. They got some cloth together, sewed it together, put some cotton in it, and stuck it on his head. I mean, it kind of looks like a bar stool to me. He's basically wearing a whoopee cushion. And then you stick a fancy feather in there. Yeah, just make sure that thing is like real poofy, and that's what that is. That is what you call major creeper, okay? You don't just come over a wall and be like, hey, I love you. I guess back then it was more accepting because, you know, women, they just wanted to find a husband and get rich. You know, I don't know why we don't do that anymore. Oh wait, we do. It's called
gold diggers.
It's called
cougars.
Then he goes throughout the movie, you don't see him again, you know, and then he comes up one day in the forest, finds this dead girl, and just kisses her right on the lips. And then it's a happily ever after moment. And that's what Disney taught us. If you see a dead body on the side of the road, go out and kiss it. It might wake up, and you might love it. The second one is, of course, when we start to actually like princesses. Because let's be honest, no one liked Snow White's annoying voice. That vibrato, I mean, you have Cinderella, and then you have her prince. Now, her prince is, you see them in a ballroom, and it's so grand, and he looks up and he sees this beautiful girl in this beautiful dress, and he's like,
I'm in love!
They dance the night away. They don't even say anything! Later on, just because this chick loses her shoe, he wants to go and find her. Well, let's look at his costume. Let's look at this picture especially. Why is his eyes glazed over like that? They could have drawn him a different way. You know, they could have drawn him sophisticated and very, I don't know, like very lady killerish and very muscular. But no, they drew him high. Okay? This man was on some serious drugs. He's just eyes glazed over. I don't know if it's like a spell or something that he's just so entranced with Cinderella, but that's how they drew him. And his two colors, he's more basic than Snow White's prince. His two colors are tan and red. And then they all of a sudden randomly change to blue in the ballroom scene. And all they do is turn the lights down, they dim the lights, but his costume changes colors, so let's you know, give a nod towards that. Let's just look at these shoulder pads. Don't trust anybody with shoulder pads, and especially ones that have like dangly things coming off of them. That's not real gold. That's not real gold. That is paint and watercolors. I don't know. That's not real. We're gonna skip Prince Phillip for a second because he deserves a far better explanation. We get to Beauty and the Beast, and you have the picture of Belle and Beast in this beautiful ballroom. It's more beautiful than Cinderella's ballroom, and they're just having a tale as old as time in there. And I mean, you see Beast, and poor thing, he's just so ugly. He's just so hairy. You know, I mean, he doesn't own a razor, but he owns this beautiful, beautiful tux slash whatever you want to call it, suit, whatever. Just awesome. It's gold and blue and just, it's just one of the best costumes ever, the best outfits ever. That's why you cannot judge a book by its cover, because you see them in the ballroom, he's butt ugly, she's looking into his eyes and she's thinking, oh my gosh, what am I doing here? And then he lifts up into the air after he is injured, and he's in this peasant outfit. So he goes from a beautiful outfit being butt ugly to a peasant outfit, comes down, and he's Jesus in the flesh. I mean, blue eyes, long hair, just, he turns around, he's like,
hello, embrace me.
I just think that's kind of ironic. Beautiful clothing, ugly man. Ugly clothing, beautiful man. So it just goes to show you, do not judge a book by its cover, people. If you get a book and it says Once Upon a Time, you open that book, read it to the end, and you will find that sexy someone. And lastly, we have Prince Phillip, because, let's face it, he is my favorite prince. So you have Aurora, and they meet in the forest. What a beautiful picture of, yeah, Snow White singing and this prince hears it, but Aurora singing and it's flawless, right? So Prince Phillip hears that, and he's like, holy crap. I gotta see this maiden who is singing these tunes so she can sing them for me forever. So he goes out, and let's look at his outfit. He is in gold and black and red, and I mean, he has this cool little Peter Pan looking hat thing, but it's red, and he's got a feather, but I mean, it's like classy, you know, it's not like Creeper Snow White Prince. And one of my favorite things is he has a shield and he has a sword. And I'm too poor to buy that right now, so maybe I'll have them in my videos later. But he has a shield and a sword, and he goes up against this dragon who used to be a evil lady. So if you see someone that does their makeup really harshly, like cakes that stuff on, and they look kind of greenish, and they're old and mean, she's a dragon. She's really a dragon, so don't go up to her. But I love how Prince Phillip kills that dragon and then goes and finds, I mean, at least they had a relationship beforehand, like they talk in the forest, even though they're scared, you know, but they plan to meet up later. It doesn't happen, but he doesn't give up. He keeps trying. So he follows this green ball of light, and he finds Aurora, and she's in a deep sleep. There's a difference between death and a deep sleep, okay? It's a sleep like death, but it's still sleep. So it's a sweet moment. He goes up, kisses this chick, she wakes up, and then they live happily ever after. At least her lips were not dead cold from being a slab of meat dead on the table. So there you have it. You have the picture of all these princes, evolution till, you know, Beauty and the Beast day, which is when I feel like it set the bar for princes in the future. So now you have princes like Prince Naveen and Flynn, because now he's married to Rapunzel. They just keep getting more and more inventive with their outfits. Like, they crapped on the older princes and gave them puffy hats and shoulder pads. You can't trust those people to people with, I mean, a cast iron skillet for a weapon. You trust that person. If someone, listen, if someone is out in the forest and you're scared for your life and someone else has a cast iron skillet, you go with them because they will save your life against the forces of everything. Okay? Trust him. Don't trust poofiness and frilly, scary creepers coming over a wall. You trust a guy with a cast iron skillet. So there's my rant for today. I hope you liked this video, and check out my other videos. They're gonna get better. I promise, guys. Have faith in me. Maybe if I get paid, maybe that will help. So just view it up. Share it, like it. I don't even care. Archive it, save it for later. Just like a good old leftover. Just do what you need to do. Give it a thumbs up. Sorry, my roommate's They cause an earthquake every time they shut the freaking door. And I'm about to shut the door on you guys. So, bye. Have a wonderful Wednesday. That's what we're gonna call these segments, Wonderful Wednesdays. How Disney is that? Just wonderful. Wonderful Wednesday. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @tails_tattle. And if you guys follow me, then maybe I'll start actually posting things. But if I don't have any followers, I'm not taking the time. I mean, come on, let's face it, we are busy people. We're all living, and we're all happy. Also, like me on Facebook at Tattletales. Yeah, this has been Tattletales.